tightening their belts this holiday season, and some are struggling to hold on to their homes. The attorneys at Advantage Legal Group are working hard to help them not only save their homes from foreclosure, but to cut their payments as well. Attorney Jonathan Smith is here to tell us how they can help, along with his client, Becky Green. Welcome you both.
Good morning.
How are you? Becky, tell us first of all about your situation. You're a former loan officer, right?
I am, yes.
So if this can happen to you, it sounds like it can happen to just about anybody. What was the situation?
I lost my job like most of the people in our area, and got behind on my mortgage and had a variable rate mortgage that I couldn't afford, and petitioned the bank to try and help me, and it didn't work. So I went through many attorneys and many trials, and it just wouldn't work until the Foreclosure Fairness Act came into play, and I met Jonathan and he helped me.
How many attorneys did you go through?
Almost 9.
Really?
Nonprofit groups, advertisements on TV, in-state and out-of-state, and attorneys here locally and out of state.
So one of the things, Jonathan, you've talked about here on New Day Before is the Foreclosure Fairness Act that Becky just mentioned, and learning that that's available and then learning how to deploy that in your situation. Give us kind of a recap on that.
Yeah, the Washington State Foreclosure Fairness Act allows Washington State homeowners to force their banks to come to the table to renegotiate their existing mortgages. Most people don't know about it. I attended a hearing in Olympia last month where they indicated that there was about 30,000 foreclosures in 2012, approximately 24,000 foreclosures statewide this year, and they're expecting another 24 in both 2014 and 15, wow. 24,000. Because a lot of people, while they're working again, they're making less money. Or if they're working again and making the same money, they're so far behind they can't get caught up. And so they've been doing these loan mods over and over and over again, and nobody is telling them that this law exists, that the Washington State Foreclosure Fairness Act exists out there. The banks won't tell you, it's not really advertised, and without it, I know Becky would not have gotten a modification. She spent over $18,000 and was almost 5 years behind.
Oh my goodness.
When we got involved and got her into the mediation program, and out of the mediation program, we've taken a loan that had ballooned up to, with her second mortgage, about $2,200 a month, and we've got her a trial mod payment of $337 per month.
Wow. What kind of relief is that for you to kind of get this under control after all of this effort?
I'm still in shock, really. I'm still processing it, but I feel like my life can move on and I'm not stalled anymore.
I think that's one of the things that is so impressive about these circumstances is not only is it a hassle, but it really does. You are frozen trying to get this one thing accomplished and must have been extremely frustrated. How did you finally find out about the Foreclosure Act?
I had an attorney mention it to me, saying if you could just hold on for a little while longer, there's going to be this law that takes place. I said, great, can you help me? He said, no, I don't know anything about it. So I was kind of stuck again, but I heard an advertisement on the radio, and I thought, I'll just try one more time. It was Jonathan's advertisement, and I came in, I met with him, and honestly, within 90 days of meeting him, I had a trial modification in my hand.
And Jonathan, this whole business of not knowing about this is so frustrating. One of the reasons why we want to cover this for people is just to let them know there is something that they can do. And this doesn't mean that people aren't going to pay their debts back or any of that sort of thing. It's just to get a handle on this so that you can get on top of it and get a fair approach to go forward.
Right. At that hearing we attended in November, it came out that at least 85% of Washington State residents who could have availed themselves of this program failed to do so. And I got to believe that the primary reason is they just don't know about it.
They don't know about it.
It's not in the foreclosure paperwork. The foreclosure paperwork does not tell you about the Washington State Foreclosure Fairness Act. So unless somebody tells you about it or you stumble across it on the internet, you have no clue. So we're trying to get the word out there that this is something that's real, and it's something that works.
It's something that does work. And you have free consultations for people to come in so they can find out if this applies to them before they do anything else.
Absolutely. Free consultation. You hear what we have to say. We'll go over your paperwork with you. We'll go over your numbers, your income, etc. And we should probably be able to tell you whether or not we have a good chance of getting it done for you right there. And if so, then you can make a decision whether you want to go forward with us or not.
Thank you. We really appreciate it. So happy for you. You can
Thank you.
breathe a little bit over the holidays in this
Yes.
case. We posted more information online about Jonathan Smith and Advantage Legal Group, including links to their website and Facebook page, their phone number, and where to call to arrange for a free consultation. We'll be right back.